Something in the Dark, Part 3. Delving deeper into the mine, Hattori Hanzo has encountered demons, thralls of evil, and even flesh-eating mites. Nothing will stand in his way as he draws ever closer to the mysterious creature he hunts. Hello and welcome back to the adventures of Hattori Hanzo. Let's rejoin Hattori as he continues his hunt for the beast that lives within the mines. Rolling for movement. 4. Hattori will look through in this direction. And he has found the black pool. Adjusting the map, we do have an advanced encounter for this room. Black blood of the earth. This chamber holds a massive pool of bubbling black liquid. Gooey and viscous, the pool pulsates with a rhythm of life that is mesmerizing to your mind. We must choose to move closer and investigate, making a lore 6+ test, or skirt the edges and avoid the pool, making a spirit 5+ test. I think we will try to skirt the edges and avoid this viscous fluid. Hattori has a 3 for spirit. He is successful, gained 20 XP. Revealing our exploration token. A portal and an attack. Which way will our portal be? To the left. We will be getting attacked by D3 +1 Akaname. 2 Akaname. Akaname are demon, myth, and fiend enemies. Medium size at initiative 6. Their abilities: leaping. They move through other models. When moving to attack, they only move the shortest distance possible to reach the target. After moving at least one space to reach a target, they gain +3 damage on all of their combat hits. They are filth lickers. They gain +1 combat for each corruption point and mutation the target currently has. Hattori currently has none. From the shadows, when attacking from ambush, well, they are not attacking from ambush. They have a 7 for movement. We can escape on a 4+. Their melee to hit roll is 4+. They have 3 combat that do 3 damage each as a base. Again, if they move before combat, they are +3 damage. They have 3 defense and 10 health. And their 2 elite abilities will be 3 Scaly Flesh is +5 health, taking them to 15 health. And 4, they have a need to taste. Akaname are now melee to hit 3+. Holding back the darkness. 5 will fail. The Akaname will now go, leaping to Hattori. They each roll 3 combat, hitting on 3+. Only scoring 2 hits, 1 each. Hattori defends on a 3+. He defends them both. Let's see if he can gain a grit. He does not. Rolling Hattori's 4 combat, hitting on 3+. 2 crits, 1 hit. Nice. Let's put a crit into each of them. So the first one will take 6 wounds. The next one will take 4 wounds. We'll put our regular hit into one with 6 wounds, -3 to this roll. No additional wounds. We will spend 4 Fury and do Sweeping Slice. giving them each 2 combat hits apiece. These hits are +2 damage, -1 to each roll. The first Akaname, 7 wounds. The next Akaname, again -1 to each roll. 5 more wounds. I have totally forgot I have this ability. We're going to use our unique forging that we got from the swordsmith and it's in our samurai armor. It's a free attack. Once per adventure, do d6 damage to every adjacent enemy, ignoring defense. The heavily wounded Akaname will take an additional 5 wounds. He is dead. The remaining Akaname will take an additional 6 wounds. He is dead. Let's see what kind of loot we've gotten. Another Darkstone shard. Catching our breath. Here, 1 point of sanity. Holding back the darkness. Double 5s again. That will trigger Terrifying Shriek. Each hero in the mines immediately takes d6 horror hits. Hattori will take 4 horror hits. Our willpower is 4+. We defend 3 and take back that point of sanity damage that we just got rid of. Rolling for movement. 5. I think we will go see where this portal leads. Hattori will look through the portal. And it looks like it leads to a different section of the mine, apparently. You notice that on the other side there is a long passage. Holding back the darkness. 10 is good. Rolling for movement. 3. Holding back the darkness. 11 is good. Rolling for movement. At least we gain a grit. Holding back the darkness. 4 will fail, getting us a darkness card. The darkness card we have pulled is Hunted Through the Void. Leaping out from another dimension to attack, a vicious pack of void hounds savagely tears at you before phasing back out of reality. Every hero takes 3 horror hits, and 1 random hero also takes 6 hits that do 2 damage each. We have a willpower of 4+, trying to defend these 3 horror hits. Take 2 more points of sanity damage. Defending our 6 hits on a 3+. We defend 5. Can our armor block these 2 wounds? We have armor 4+. Yes, it does. Rolling for movement. 4. Hattori will look through the doorway. We have found a Bandit Hideout. We do have an advanced encounter for this room. Bandit Hideout. A small fire burns in the center of the room with bedrolls and crates of equipment surrounding it. This appears to be a campsite of some bandits. As you enter the room, you hear a click. Uh-oh. Make a cunning 5+ test. Hattori has 3 for cunning. He is successful, gain 20 XP as you find and defuse the booby trap. Then make a luck 5+ test. He has 3 for luck as well. He is unsuccessful. He does not find any loot in the bandit stash. Revealing our exploration token. 2 doorways, a growing dread card, an encounter, and another clue icon. We need to roll to see if we have found the beast's lair at last. This roll will be a peril die +2 this time. If it's 7 or higher, we have found the beast's lair. Ooh, so close, only a 6. The encounter we've pulled. A warning to traitors. As you turn the corner, you come face to face with, well, a face. Hanging from the wooden support beams above are 3 hanged men. Flies buzz and the smell of death hangs in the air with the bodies. A warning to those that would betray their gang. We must choose to cut them down or push our way past them. Unfamiliar with the way these men seem to be dressed, and no clothing that Hattori has ever seen before, he's very weary to cut them down. We'll try to push our way past them, making a luck 5+ test. We have 3 for luck. And we have failed. Let's use a grit. We have failed again. We are cursed by the dead. Discard all revive tokens in the posse and draw a darkness card. The darkness card we have pulled is Cave In. With a thunderous crack, the ceiling begins to fall in. Each hero must pass an agility 6+ test or take d6 hits that do 2 wounds each from falling debris. We have an agility of 3. We are successful. Holding back the darkness. 7 will fail. Rolling for Hattori's movement. 5. Hattori will look through. He has found a rail curve. Revealing our exploration token. 1 doorway and 1 encounter. Our doorway will be to the left. The encounter we have drawn, blood-soaked sand. 5 skeletons lay in this room face down, covered in tattered clothing and resting on a patch of dark, blood-soaked sand. Their hands seem to be bound. Looks like an execution. Each hero must choose to search the bodies, take a moment of silence, or ignore it and move on. I think we will choose to ignore it and move on. You may move d6 spaces out of the normal turn sequence. Hattori will move 6 spaces. We cannot explore at the end of this move, so we will hold back the darkness. 9 is good. Let's see if we can gain a grit. No, we cannot. Hattori will look through the doorway. And he has found a T-junction passage. Using our Fortress Lantern, we can regain a grit on a 5+. We can. Holding back the darkness. 9 is good. Rolling for Hattori's movement. 5. Hattori will look through, and he has found the Cavern of Bones. We do have an advanced encounter for this room. Piles of bones. The room is filled with massive piles of human bones, some stacked nearly to the ceiling. Who or what could have done this? Every hero immediately takes d6 horror hits. Lord. 6 horror hits. Willpower is 4+. We defend all but 1, taking 1 point of sanity damage. Then you slip on some scattered bones, threatening to start an avalanche of skulls. Make an agility 5+ test. We have 3 for agility. We are not successful. Let's spend a grit. We need 5+. There we go. Gain 25 XP and draw loot as the small cascade uncovers something of value. We have found some coins. $25. Revealing the exploration token. 1 doorway and another clue icon. Let's see if we have found the beast's lair. It's going to be +3 to the roll. If we have 7 or higher, we have found the lair. It would make a lot of sense with all these bones. We have found his lair. Once the burrower's lair objective room is found, ignore any attacks or encounters listed on this exploration token. Ignore any gates or door icons, as the objective room has no exits. Reveal all growing dread cards in the stack as normal, and then the heroes will face the burrower as an epic threat. Our first growing dread card, Shadows from the Deep. The deepest places of the world hold the darkest secrets and the deadliest foes. The darkness works tirelessly to dredge the darkest shadows from the deep. During the next or current fight, every enemy gains +2 health if the darkness is in the middle stage of the depth track. Our next growing dread card, Horrific Dread. The darkness moves 1 step forward on the depth track. If this moves onto a blood spatter or growing dread space, every hero also takes 2 horror hits that cause 2 sanity damage each, and it will in fact do that. We have willpower 4+. We defend 1 and take 2 more points of sanity damage. Our third growing dread card is another Horrific Dread. The darkness moves 1 step forward on the depth track. If this moves onto a blood spatter or growing dread space, every hero takes 2 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage each. And it will, also adding a 5th growing dread card. Also the darkness card we pulled for the Horrific Dread the first time, Stalking Darkness. Play this card on the highest level hero. Enemies prioritize targeting you first and gain +2 combat or +2 shots against you. Remains in play. Well, awesome. We also need to do our 2 horror hits from the last Horrific Dread. Willpower 4+. Defended them both. Our next growing dread card, Cosmic Insignificance. Staring into the gaping void, you are overcome with the emptiness of knowing that humanity is but a plaything for the cosmic whim of the Elder Gods. Every hero takes D6 horror hits. For each failed willpower roll, instead of taking damage, you lose 1 sanity permanently. Woo! You're taking how many horror hits? 4. Willpower's 4+. We defend 2. Let's use a grit on these other 2. We need a 4+. No, we lose 2 sanity permanently. Our final growing dread card, Echoes of Betrayal. Betrayed by the traveler you met on the road, you have lost the upper hand. The enemy knows you are here. It wants you to come closer. Heroes may not use grit during the first turn of the next fight.